good when I look at it. I get goosebumps when I look at it. Oh, girl, just wanna have fun with it. Oh, the girl just wanna have fun with me. These girls ain't really no good for me. Yeah. Da 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 da.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of 4sCompanie. Really quick, we want to introduce ourselves. Of course, my name is Ferrari.
And I'm Alicia.
Kenny. Nico.
Y'all, Nico has the deepest voice ever. So y'all don't have to really listen in for that, okay? Today, we kind of just want to have a conversation about Ayesha Curry and her statement of wanting to feel desired by other men. Yes, we all know she is married. She has 3 beautiful children with her husband, Stephen Curry, who plays for the Golden State Warriors. However, she got a lot of
Backlash.
Like a lot about just what she said. And to be honest, I just feel like it's because of her platform. Because if a, non-celebrity would have said something like, because the way that I explained it to you was just pretty much like, when you go out, you want to make sure that people are checking out your dude or your girl. Like, you just want to, it's reassurance almost to me. Like, look at my man. Like, that's me.
But also she made a comment about, some women, the way they dress and how they look, and they're getting that certain attention from men. But in the same sentence, you say you want the attention from, maybe it's just not just coming from a guy's point of view. Maybe she just wants the attention that's recognized, that women be like, oh, she's still pretty, she looks good. Think about this. When Tiana Taylor had her baby, everybody was like, wow, look at her snapback, she still looks good, her body looks great, and she's amazing, and still doing all this stuff while being a mom and being young, so I think that's what she was also thinking about too.
I think, again, it goes back to what you see every day. We see it on TV, but she lives it. The lifestyle with the bodies and people getting their body augmented immediately after a baby. She lives in that lifestyle. We only get to see it from TV. So you could imagine how much more of, I don't want to say like peer pressure, but like it almost alters your self-esteem even more, because you get to live it every day. You have the money to do this, but you choose not to for all the right reasons. But then you also are on the back end of it, where you feel like, well, ain't nobody talking about how they want to bay up Stephen Curry's wife. Like, what, am I not it? Like, am I not somebody's Women Crush Wednesday? Am I not, you know what I'm saying? Am I not sexy to these people? I haven't been a Women Crush Wednesday since, but that happens because that's what, to us, most celebrities are. Our Women Crush Wednesday because of the way that they look, sometimes because of the things that they do. But when dudes do it, you know what it's for. That body is right. And then when you're seeing all of your friends being this for somebody else, or like a sex symbol, sometimes regardless of that, it does start to affect your self-esteem in your mind.
I also believe that she was just being truthful. Because we all want that as human beings. Want to be desired by somebody else. I mean, not like we don't love our boyfriends or we don't love our wives and husbands and stuff like that, but you want to be desired. You want somebody to say, that's true. And if you don't feel that, I think she was just speaking the truth, and a lot of people took it out of context. And
I agree.
I think that's what it was too.
Like Stephen is at fault for making her feel that way? Do you feel like he doesn't show her enough attention?
So I was just thinking, like, basketball, their schedule is very demanding. And it doesn't matter if you live in the hometown or not. It's demanding. And I think about that. Like, it's tiresome. This is a workout. I literally work out 24/7. And now you want me to also come home and say, oh, babe, that meal was bomb. Girl, that ass is fat. Bring that thing here. No, I want to sleep.
But, but even when people still, females are still made Women Crush Wednesdays, like some of those women are like single. I feel like it'll be just a little bit disrespectful, you know, especially like where Stephen is in his career right now. If his colleagues and friends posted his wife was like, "This is my women crush Wednesday," like it comes off disrespectful a little bit.
Right.
So you can't compare yourself to single women because they have a different lifestyle compared to being married.
Yeah.
Not saying that there's anything wrong with being desired. It's just that's kind of that's a catch-22 a little bit. Like you a lose-lose either way.
Right.
She got the backlash from wanting the attention, and then if she got it and then she reacted on it, it's like, oh damn. She's trifling.
Right,
She got a good man, and every women always talk about how much they want a good man, and she got one, and she's still less than half their attention. So looks like one of those things where she probably just would have been better just keeping it to herself. Honestly.
You know, but when you go on to the Red Table Talk, it's supposed to be, you know,
your truth.
It's supposed to be your truth.
Open.
A lot like, you know, a lot like what I plan to do with my blog. When I told you guys, I don't do any editing. For what? Like, it's a conversation. Our reality has become so edited that that's what we think. And again, the lifestyle and the where she's living and the people that she's in tune with and in touch with all the time, these are the people that are being desired. They are beautiful and they don't look like you. But you know what? It bothers me that she's a human being, being a human being, and because of her platform, she was given so much backlash. Because she felt how a real woman that's a non-celebrity feels. Like, when we have kids, we don't always snap back.
Right.
When we have a husband, he doesn't always say I love you every day. And it's not the glamorous date nights and trips around the world whenever we want to because we got a break from work. Our jobs don't stop. They're 365 days a year. So we don't have that same lifestyle. And for her to be human in that one instant and for her to be torn down, to me it was shit. It was terrible. We as a human race, we should all feel like crap for it, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much money you have. Unless you're going to get surgery, your body doesn't always snap back, and you do gain weight. She had 3 children.
She doesn't even look bad.
She looks amazing.
But
not to mention she a whole chef. Like, she cooking all the time.
I'll be fast.
You get to a certain level of celebrity, like that was one of the downfalls and negative parts about being famous. Like, you're always under a scope, so your opinions matter. So of course, like if we made a comment like that, it would matter because our opinions is reaching millions of people. Versus when you're a celebrity, you know, you say, even if you use the smallest thing out of content, you're gonna be judged.
Yeah.
One of the downfalls. Like, everybody wants to be famous, but people don't really realize like what comes with that. You know, what's a celebrity.
I agree.
I just think that we do live in a world of where people are very judgmental.
Yes.
You know, and I feel like, you know, sometimes when I see people, I'll be like, why did you just come to this person's page to say that? Like you're wasting your time. Like, okay, you know, there's people I don't like, or celebrities that I might not be feeling, but I'm not going to go out my way to go to their page and be like, oh, you're a horrible person. And what you did was...
They don't got no life.
It's a lot of them, but it's a lot of them. And as a celebrity, you are groomed to, like, not look at it. But after a while, at the end of the day, when you home by yourself, that's your phone. It's no longer your manager's or your PR. Or what. It's your phone, and you got social media.
All right. All right, so as I was saying before, I just think that there are a lot of judgmental people in this world, and when people are famous, that's their first attack. Like, when you say something or do something, there are some people out there that are just going to be like, oh, why did this person say this, or why did they do this? Like, people who are not them or in their family or their closest friends be like, you know, try to tell you what to do. Like, I see people be like, oh, why you buy that car? You could go buy this car. Like, you never know. There's like, but we don't say that to certain people. Like, no one is saying to Mark Zuckerberg, why you driving a Toyota? Because that's what he's driving. But in our generation, in our culture, we're attacking these people because
they have what we don't.
Yeah.
That's why.
And I'm like, but why should I have to go spend my money on something that I might not be interested in? You know, I might not want the fastest car, but I might want, you know, a reliable car or something that I'm not noticed in. You know, like, people, when they are famous and they're at this platform, they don't always want to be noticed at the same, you know.
Which is true.
You know, so, like, I feel as though some people just need to take a breather. Like, yo, just let people live your life. Like, I don't judge any people. Like, I'll be like, you know, I'm quick to tell people, I don't judge you. Hey, that's not my problem. You want to do it, I can give you advice. But if you decide you want to go jump off a bridge, hey, I can try to talk you out of it, but I'm not going to judge you for doing something like that. But that's what you want to do, then that's what you want to do.
I feel like it's always easier when you're from the outside looking in. It's easy for you to make assumptions. It's easy for you to talk shit. It's easy for you to, you know, say what you think is the right thing. Like, it's easy for you to do that when you're from the outside looking in. But to be honest with you, at the end of the day, it would suck if she went to have surgery for attention. And it's not even attention from other people. I think she just really wants to be... She could also feel like maybe her platform is not big enough. Right. You know, that could have also been the reason why she said something like that. It has nothing to do with anything. Men are a huge marketing, like, area. If you can't get a man to come on to your idea, a lot of times, to be honest, for women, it's out the window.
That's true.
So you have to also think about that. Like, maybe she was just thinking from, like, a business standpoint. Like, I don't think anybody really knows why she said it, but I feel like she just got way too much backlash.
I mean, she said it because it was how she felt.
Okay, so in your last relationship, this is for everybody. Like, what was a time in your last relationship, I don't care how many years ago it was or whatever, where you felt like you weren't appreciated?
I mean, you have those feelings because especially when you're with someone.
So tell me about that time though. Like
okay,
how did you feel?
Like, especially after I had my son, you know, because I went from being like 120 pounds to when I got on that table, I'm 200 pounds. So it's like, you know, and then, you know, you're like, okay, you're hearing things like, oh, if you do it this way, you're going to do this. And then you're sitting there and you're looking at your mate and you're like, I know I used to look this way, but now I look this way. I'm like, do you still love me? And I was just like, you know, I was feeling like nothing went back the way it was. And I'm just like, you know, I felt unloved and I felt like unworthy. Like, I just didn't like the way I looked. And I'm just like, dang, you know, I was 120. Like,
yeah,
I had a flat stomach and like I was like, and you know, I still had that athletic body.
We beat ourselves up. You just created a human being. Like, oh,
but yes, but at the same time, you know, you feel a certain way, you know. That's how I felt, you know. I looked my best. Like, right. I felt like I looked my best.
Okay.
Pre-baby.
Okay.
You know, but, you know, and then it's, and we go on with our everyday lives to where, you know, we don't have the chef. We don't have somebody, you know, in our ear every day. Like, look, you got to lose this weight. You got to lose this weight. You got to go to the gym.
At 2 o'clock. You got to be to the gym at 5 o'clock. You got to be to the gym at 7 o'clock tonight.
You know, so we don't have that.
Yeah.
You know, and I got to, you know, work. I got to go. You know, you have a full life and you just...
Okay, so how did you express that to him? Like, how did you express that to your partner at the time?
Me, I'm just like I'm gonna just bring it to you straight up. Like, do you like me? Do you still want to be with me?
And
like,
what he said?
He was like, yeah, like, yes, like he did,
you know,
yeah, like he did have that like reaction. He's like, yeah, we're gonna be together. Like, you're fine, you know, like, don't worry about that and everything. Like, I love you for, you know, who you are and how you look. I'm fine with that. But in the back of my mind, I was just like, side eye.
Okay.
Like, yeah, okay.
Okay, so Nico, tell us about a time where you felt underappreciated.
So
and
I've always had like situationships.
Okay.
So I never had like the real title of like a relationship. So I can't really say like I felt to maybe to her extent.
Right.
But I mean, I'm sentimental. So I like to, like, and now I'm an emotional person. I like to call myself an empath. So I'm always trying to be in tune with somebody else's emotions and feelings. So it's kind of like when, like, it's something as simple as like a morning text, like every morning, or good night text, and like I don't receive that. I'd be like, damn, I go on my way. You know, when I don't have to. And I mean, the least that you could do is say the shit back. You know, but then like growing up, I kind of realized like I can't punish somebody for not being the way that I am.
Right.
You know, because sometimes it's not. Most people aren't in tune with their feelings. So, and they're not that sentimental, and I'm just extra, you know. So
I'm extra.
Like I like the small things may matter. Like I could sit in the car at the harbor watching the Paris, and I would enjoy that, you know. But most people like, well, we have to eat something.
Yeah,
you know,
that's how I am.
Yeah, you know. So it's certain times like that. But now, you know, being older and being a little bit wiser, it's like, okay, I have a little bit more. Like my filter's a little bit bigger, so I don't get as annoyed anymore. I still get annoyed.
Yeah.
But I don't get pissed anymore. You know.
Okay. And Kenny?
It was a time I was dating this young lady, and I noticed that she's been hurt, like, by a lot of men. So I went out my way to try to be like the best man possible, like ever. Time gave it to her. Mental and physically gave it to her. Supportive. Everything, understanding that she's been hurt and that it's going to take time. Like every time we went out, I paid for everything. You know what I'm saying? Like her phone broke. I bought her a phone. Like,
yeah.
And so she always used to hit me like, "What you up to? What you doing? And, you know, you're gonna hurt me. You're gonna leave me. You're gonna cheat on me." And I kept telling her,
that's draining.
"What is my plan? If I'm going to do all of this, but I'm making an investment into you. I'm doing all of this. I don't buy people phones. I don't buy people tires for their cars. Right? I'm just going to eventually take advantage of.
Right.
Spend time with and call you the good nights and the early morning texts. I'm doing all of this. And she didn't get it. You know, she just didn't get it. And I got tired. So
that could be draining.
I couldn't do it anymore, so I had to pack the bags and leave.
But did you tell her that? Like, did you say I'm out?
Yes.
And did she cry? Was she devastated?
She begged me that she was going to change, and eventually, before I actually left, I had told her before, and she cried, and we talked about it, and she said that she was going to change. But 2 weeks later, she was still doing the same thing. She was caught up with, I'm like everybody else, but she wasn't seeing who I really was.
Yeah.
Right.
So, you know, it got old, and I had to roll because you're killing me, you know.
Facts.
You're making me insecure for who I am, you know.
Can I clap while I'm driving? You know what though? Because when you're able and capable of noticing that someone has been hurt and trying to minister or like what is it called? Cater to that part of them to build them up,
Right.
and all they're doing in the process is tearing you down. Come on, bro. I don't want to be you.
Yeah.
I don't want to be you. Like, I'm trying to get you from being you. Like, what are we doing here?
That's true.
No. Like, we're going to fix this today or I'm out. I agree 100%. Well, I'm not going to talk about, okay, so I'll tell you about a time with the guy that I was, I guess you could say we were talking after my divorce. So, I noticed with this guy, he's a big talker. All he did was talk. And of course, in the midst of, in the situation that I was in, I never took it as just talking, because I'm like, whatever, like, this is something I've never had before, something new, something whatever. So I didn't look at it as like, oh, everything he's telling me is just talk. I literally I believed and I wanted to believe in all the things that he said. Right. And because I wasn't used to conversation, like, I have a learned behavior of not telling people my business, not being able to confide in people, because I wasn't able to do that. I didn't have someone to do that with, or whenever I did, it would always come back out from the wrong person at the wrong time, and the words was all, that game, that telephone game used to make you play in school. You gotta tell something, and by the time you get to the end, it's done changed, and that's how my stuff would always happen. So I stopped talking to people. That's family included. Like, I just was like, okay, obviously this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. So I literally was just like, that's out the window, and it's just a learned behavior for me to be that way. So to now have someone that I'm able to confide in, and he's confiding in me, it was nice. You feel me? But then time had passed, like a lot of time, and nothing had happened. We were still just confiding. So I'm like, well, you're technically just my best friend.
Right.
In this season of my life, like, you're just my best friend. So can we not talk to other people? Are we only talking to each other? I wasn't really understanding. And I'm not really a person, like, I'm very, you know, sentimental. I'm not very emotional. Like, I can do and plan romantic things to blow your socks off, but
yes, socks off.
But it's not something that, like, you know, I'm more so like, you said you're bringing over some Chipotle and a Redbox movie. Bet, like, turn
That's
up.
fun. That's
I'm gonna
fun.
go get a bottle of wine, and we about to have the time of our life. Like, that is how I think. How about we just invite more people over and we just throw a little impromptu movie night? Just anything is, you know what I mean? But, like, the little things for me matter. And then I started to notice that his little things snowballed into big things. And then it snowballed into me being ignored, or, you know, you're not keeping your word at this point. When that's all you have at this point. All you have is your word and you're not keeping it.
Right.
So he would start to buy me things. Oh, these are coming out. Or this, do you want this? Or I saw that you needed this. And he would buy me things. And I, for a little bit, would ignore the fact that you just lied to me, or you just, you know, you said you were going to do something and you didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought like that. And long story short, we just, you know, we're just friends, because that's what we've always been. And I just had to make sure that the boundaries are now there. So we're not friends with benefits, and we're not friends that do boyfriend and girlfriend things. We're not friends that don't do anything outside of what friends do.
Right.
So if all you do is go to the library with your friends, then I'll see you at the library to check out that next book. Like, that's how I feel. There's no gray, you know. I'm not a robot. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm a human being, and I feel like I don't like to use the term of, like, time is money, or, like, my time is precious. Of course it is. But I also feel like you were put in these places and for a reason. These people were placed in your life for a reason. So I don't want you to sit here and think like you didn't mean anything to me, or you wasted my time, because you didn't. I was supposed to learn something from you, and I did. And I'm so appreciative for it. And, you know,
I
hope I see you next lifetime.
I
like, that's
feel like that. But then there's, you know, situations, and you be like, dang, God, why did you put this person in my life?
To teach
like,
you a lesson of what not to fall.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. There was a time in my life where I prayed, like, God, remove these people. Y'all, he started removing them, and I started praying, God, put this person back in my life. Y'all, I was like, not him. Like, I didn't mean him, or I didn't mean her. Like, wait. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Like,
not ready yet.
No, this happened too quick. Like, we had planned to go here, like, all of that. And it was like, yeah, no. My child, you are no longer going. Facts, like, you're not doing anything or going anywhere. Like, this is what it is.
That's true.
All right, guys, we are going to enjoy some brunch, and we will see you after. Bye.
Now you know how I'm different.
I found myself a black
Don't mind me, baby. I'm taking over something. Bounce, young get. Let's take 'em on, champ. Hey. Look, shawty got a big old butt. Oh, girl. Shawty got a big old butt. Oh, girl.
Hey, guys, so we are back from brunch, and it was so nice. Did you guys enjoy brunch?
I did.
Yes.
I did.
Real good.
gang, brunch was really good. Definitely gonna put in the description box down low, as well as in the comment section, where we went, what we had. Conversation, as y'all know, was lit at brunch, because it always is on 4sCompanie. We also want to thank you for tuning in, and we can't wait to see you next week. New topic, possibly a new group of friends, possibly not. Again, it's Ferrari,
Alicia.
Kenny.
gang, and we thank you for tuning in to this episode of 4sCompanie. Bye.
Peace.
That's my DJ.
This goes out to all the women in the world, especially her. You know it don't even